Hello everyone, welcome back to Lavelia's Coloring. On this video I will be finishing up this dragon. This illustration is from Coloring Heaven's Dragons in Nature Special, and they are illustrated by Anastasia Eli Koldariva. And this illustration is called Sweet Dreams in the Berryland. I don't know how long this will take me, so we're going to find out together because this will be a first for me. I do have a video out where I show how I color the blackberries, the flowers, and the leaves. But that was just a demonstration, so I only colored a few of them, and it took me about an hour. So we'll see if this dragon will take a couple parts, probably one or two or three parts, hopefully at the most two, or I may speed up some of the sections. I will link the video with my coloring demonstration of the blackberries and leaves and flower down below in the descriptions, as well as the colored pencils I'll be using on the dragon. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so before I get started on the dragon, just in case you're following along with me, the ladybugs right over here and down over here I use the same colors as the red blackberries. So that is the Alizarin Crimson number 226. And the Magenta 133, and where is it? Right there. Dark Indigo number 157, and then I lightly touched up the highlighted areas with the white one. Oops, sorry, here. White 101. Okay, so yeah, so that's what I did, and then I just used I think the legs, I just put in the dark indigo also instead of just grabbing the black. So I don't have to grab any more pencils out. I'm just going to use the ones I already have out. Okay, so I'll show you the colors I will be using for the dragon. I'll be using colors that I used on the blackberries, the flowers, and one green from the leaves. So I'll go ahead and zoom you in. There you go. And I'll also have these colors listed in the description below. So I'll be using FC 101 white, FC 226, FC just means Faber Castell, I'm sure you know already. But anyways, FC 226 Alizarin Crimson, FC 133 Magenta, FC 157 Dark Indigo. And then these colors I'm planning to use on these little circles right here, and then throughout. So throughout the body, and kind of like what I did with the raspberries going around in circles, so we like little balls on it. But I'll also color the hearts right here along the ridge of its nose. And then for the rest of the body, I'll be using FC 101 white, Grade Lavender PC 1026, that's the Prismacolor Premiere. And the next one is the FC Faber Castell 135, it's the light red violet. Then back to the Prismacolor Black Grape PC 996. And then for shadows, I will be using Faber Castell 157 Dark Indigo. And then I'll also be using Chrome Green, FC 278 Chrome Oxide Green for additional shadows and I'll show you guys later. So hopefully it works out. I can see it in my head, but you know, I just hope what I see comes out on the paper, and hopefully you guys will like it also. But if you want to change around the colors, if you're coloring along also, that'll be cool. I mean, I'd like to see it if you guys do. So yeah, and I hope that I'm not using a lamp right now. I'm just going off the light that's coming through from my window that's like right over there. We had snow yesterday, and it didn't stop snowing till early this morning, so the kids are home for today, and I'm taking this opportunity to try to color while, you know, I don't have to drive them around to their activities or anything in school, and they have leftovers so they can feed themselves. So okay, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start off with is the Grape Lavender. Go ahead and put this here. Go ahead and zoom you in. Okay, I'll be using the Grape Lavender Prismacolor 1026, and what I'll be doing with this is I'm just going to lightly add color to the whole body, not the circles or the hearts like that, but yeah, just the body of the dragon. So that is done. Okay, now so next I'm going to come in and use the Alizarin Crimson number 226 of the Faber Castell, and I'm just going to go in and lightly color all the circles and these hearts on the ridge of its nose. So it's close to Valentine's, so it seems appropriate for it to be red. Okay, so that's done, and I'm just going to go ahead and finish doing all the red. So I'll go ahead and come in with the magenta. So the magenta number 133. Just kind of like the ball, just going to go around it. Okay, now I'm going to go back with the Alizarin Crimson number 226, and I'm going to for the bigger circles, like I'm going to shade in just a little bit in the bottom. Okay, so I'm done with that part for now. I am going to be using dark indigo to outline it, but I'm gonna do that after I do the rest of the body, and I'll most likely come back with the magenta and Alizarin Crimson to go over the red ones again. With the body, I'm going to be going with, so black grape, the PC996, the Prismacolor, and then I will go to the Faber Castell 135 light red violet, and then I will go to the Prismacolor Great Lavender 1026, and then the Faber Castell 101 white. Okay. So now I'll come in with the grade lavender. You can't even see the number, but it's, oops, sorry, hold it. It's a grade lavender PC1026. Okay, so I'm going to come back with the light red violet, number 135, and I'm going to color Okay, so now I'm gonna bring in the chrome oxide. Ooh, there you go. Chrome oxide green, number 278. And I'm going to be using this as a shadow for this part of the body. So I'm also going to do the same. Sorry, I'm using my middle finger. So, same for the tail where the shadows are, is where I'm going to use the chrome oxide green. So you'll see how it looks like on the main part of the body. Okay, so next one, I'm going to come back in with the here light red violet, number 135. So where I added the green, I'm just going to go over it with the light red violet and just work it out. Okay, so I'm going to go back in right here, and I'm going to start with the dark indigo number 157, and this will be for underneath these scales. So I'm just going to lightly go in. You can go in over the little scales if you want. So you can see the blue is done. I'll go back in with black grape PC 996. Okay, so done with the black grape. I'm going to go back in with the light red violet number 135 for this part of the body, and I'm just going to push it out a little bit towards the main part. Okay, so done with the light red violet. I'm going to come in with the gray lavender, and I'm going to pull the color out. And then I will come in with the white 101. So I'm going to start in the lighter areas, and just, it doesn't have to be hard. And just wherever I see the white areas there, here, and just pull it into the dark. But I don't want to go over the shade, only because I don't want to lose the color. So how does it look? I'm gonna scroll out now, or scroll. I don't know why I keep saying scroll. Zoom out. So you can see the color I was trying to come up with for the body. So I'm just gonna do the same with this part. So the end and the ends part here. So it's gonna be dark, and then I'm gonna gradually get lighter, and this area would be the highlighted area using these color that I used on the body. But you can see I'm gonna go fast forward and color this whole area right here, the tail, using the colors I used on the body. Okay, so now I will go in with, there it is, the black grape number 996, and I will zoom you in and move up a little bit so you can see the tail. And the black grape, I'm only gonna go underneath the scales and probably up to here, and that's where I'm going to end. So I'm just go here and start. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with the light red violet number 135. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with the Chrome Oxide Green 278, and this is where the shadows along the tail and on this side a little bit, and then right over here. Okay, so that's it for the chrome oxide green. I'm going to go back with the light red violet 15135. I will come in with the dark indigo 157. So start back where I was and so now I will come in with the black grape 996. Okay, so now I'll come back in with the light red violet number 135. And starting at the tail end, I'm going to come in with the grape lavender and just lightly go over it where the white areas are. Not too hard, just a light touch. So I'm still leaving like a little bit of white areas where I can. And then now we're going to come in with the white number 101. You can see it. There you go. I'm going to start at the tail end again. Let me go sharpen it. Hold on one moment. Okay. So it's sharp now. I'll go back to the tail. Okay, so let's go ahead and zoom out and see how it looks. What do you guys think? Okay, so it's getting a little dim for me here to color, so I'm going to turn on the light, and I think it should be alright. I'm putting it behind the camera, and my hand should be on this side so it won't cast a shadow. I'll go ahead and start on this set of scales right over here. I'll show you what I'm going to be doing, and then I'm most likely going to on the video speed right through it. So I think I already almost have like over an hour, so we'll go ahead and get started on this one. I will be using the same colors I used for this, but using it a different way for the scales. I'm going to start off with the black grape, PC 996. So I'm gonna work the edges right here, and the seam is where I'm gonna put the black grape. I'm just gonna lightly shade it towards the center. Light coloring over here of the black grape, but on this side I'm gonna go a little bit heavy on it. I'm still coloring lightly, but I'm just adding more color on this side. So and you're looking at it this way. I want more shadow coming from here, so going up, shadows on the bottom part right here. So there'll be more color, more black grape on this side of the scale, and then on this side just a hint, not too much. And then on the ridge, I'm gonna make it dark, and then just slowly bring a little bit of that black grape towards the center. Then over here I'm going to curve it so you can see that the scale is bumpy, kind of like what I did with the leaves. Okay, so now after this, I will come in with my light, it's kind of light red violet, number 135. I'm just going to fill it in and leaving a little space of highlighted area. So I'll do a couple and show you what I'm going to do after I put the light red violet. So I left a little highlighted area. a little above the red. There. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use just so you know what I'm planning to do with the rest of the scales. I'm going to use the dark indigo number 157, and I'm just going along the edge of the spine and around the bottom here. I'm just pushing the color out a little. So a little bit going down like this. So it's like a curve, kind of like, looks like nails. So, like a manicured nail. That's what it's looking like to me. But I'm putting the dark blue on the left side. That's where I imagine the shadow to be. And then while I'm here with the dark indigo, I'm going to go around the little red, I'll call it the gem, red gem. So that's what I was planning to do later on, but I'll just go ahead and show it on this one. So let me just add a little more light red violet here, add a little more color, go around, leaving a little highlighted. So I'm going to cover this with light red violet, and here add a little more color, and I'll come back with the black grape PC996, and I'm just going to fill it in where I think it should be a little bit darker. Try not to put too much or else cover a lot. There and here, the dark grape. I'm going to come in with the Grape lavender and just lightly go over and around the highlighted area as much as you can. If you go over the whole thing, it's alright, because we're going to go over it with the white 101 and just go over this area. That's it. And while we're here with the white, I'm just going to go over that little highlighted area in the red, and I'll come back with the magenta and the Alizarin Crimson. I'll start with the magenta, then the crimson. So I'm just going to go in a circle. Just circle it and just trying to deepen that color, and then a little bit of red to pop the color. So like that. Let me go ahead and scroll you in if I can. Yeah, it looks like little nail, yeah, manicured nails. But I don't have manicured nails. It's not very good with 2-year-olds. I end up breaking them, so it'll be a waste for me. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do with the rest of the scales. Okay, sorry about that. I had to unplug my mic and charge my phone, so I was gonna die like midway through, so I just went ahead and colored the rest of the scales and the ones right up front over here. So if you want to get a closer look, move it down a little bit. So that's how it looks right now. I'm not sure. Looks, maybe it's the scales. Like where it's too tubular or something like that. But so I'll go ahead and show you what I'm going to do with the scale, or the little things along the scale. My thumb was hurting, so I'm going to take it a little bit easy, but I'll show you what I had in my mind of how it would look like. So I wanted to have the same colors as the main body, but I'm going to add a little red to it. So it's kind of like I'm going to have like the indigo here, and then it's going to go up to the black grape, to the light red violet, and then grade lavender to white, and then I'm going to add, after I color that all, I'll add the Alizarin Crimson, a little bit of the Alizarin Crimson. So I'll go ahead with the magenta, the dark indigo. Let's see. And I'll start at this end, and I'll go back down there later. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and continue to color the rest of the spine thingies. I don't know what it's called, but I'll go ahead and color the rest of these, and then we'll do the head together. Okay, so we're done with the spine. What do you guys think? Does it look alright? So now we're going to go work on the head. What I want to do is have it the same color as the main body and the tail. So like how I did the shades for the body, I used the chrome oxide green, number 278. Excuse me. So I'll go ahead and start putting the shades. Start here. Just lightly shading it in with the green. So how does it look? It's good to step back and not look so closely at your pictures. Distance is good, and to see it, to look at it as a whole. I like it. It looks pretty, and I really like those hearts, but I'm going to go ahead and define those hearts, and then I'm going to add that Alizarin Crimson on the horns. So I'll go ahead and zoom you closer. There you go. Now, remember I said something about adding the Alizarin Crimson on the horn. There you go. That looks good. I like it. So you can see the dragon. Now you can see that I left the flowers without the gel pen, so I'll go ahead and fill those in. So the one I'm reaching for is the Signo Angelic color gel pen. So just to, I think before, if I add any more gel pens, I'll put the shimmer first. The Zigwink of Stella brush. Okay, so what I'll be using is the Wink of Stella glitter brush, and it's the clear 999. So these, I keep forgetting not to twist them, it's just pull it out, because when you twist it out, you're actually just taking out the end that holds all the glitter. So yeah, so there's already a lot of glitter at the end. Very fast. So I'll go at the end. I'm gonna leave it. I will go in with the nails and just add the Alizarin Crimson. So I'll zoom you guys in. I'll zoom back out and let's see it. I can see it, but I don't know if you can see it in the there you go. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry if it's too long or if it's a mix mash of talking and a little bit of music while it's speeding right through my coloring. But yeah, this is my first YouTube trying to finish up a picture, and I started this with the background kind of done already. So next time I'll do it in several parts and probably do like once a week. So but I'm gonna start it maybe in March, so because I have a lot of other videos that I want to try to do this month, and one of them is also coloring book collection. But just thinking about it, it might take like I don't know, 4 or 5 parts, depending on how long each video is going to be. So I'm thinking at the max, I don't know, what do you guys think? Is 30 minutes enough? Is an hour too long? I've been thinking maybe just doing an hour's worth and then for each part. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Really appreciate it. I thank you guys, and hope you guys come back again to watch my other videos. So take care, happy coloring, and enjoy. Bye bye.